And that right there, nobody knows about. Ain't nobody advertising the fact that they stopped shipping food to a guy that had 400 people employed.
So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, they beat you. They beat you.
Don't know what I tell you about that. But I don't regret it. You said, what would I do different? I wouldn't be here today if I did something wrong. I don't know. God helped me out in a lot of ways.
That's right. You're here to tell the story.
I'm here to tell the story.
What advice would you give them?
And the one thing, let me tell you what the takeaway is. This is the takeaway, folks.
Okay, listen.
You don't come here with nothing but your butt and looking for something to eat.
Crying.
And crying. And guess what you're going to leave here with? Your butt. You might not be crying, but you ain't leaving with taking no armored car full of money to the grave. You ain't never seen that. So you start with nothing, and you're going to leave here with nothing.
No,
So don't get so hung up in the between that you mess up your destination.
I take the living here with nothing, knowing that you're going to a better place. That's
right.
That's not.
That's right.
That's not nothing. That's.
But I'll also say there's also value though. What you did for your kids, my sister and I, has passed on and created a legacy of success.
That's exactly. That's
so
what we like to.
You haven't left with nothing.
Nothing. That's right.
You gotta make your life.
He's made a contribution.
Yeah,
to
you
the
gotta
next
make your life
The
matter.
value isn't tangible.
That's exactly right. Yeah. That's my point.
But I'm thinking, you can't stay up at night brooding about
what you
the
lost.
fact you used to have 6 stores
That's
or
right.
10 stores.
But an education though, key.
Education
please.
They can't take it away from you. They can take your money.
And I have a master's in business.
They can't take away
Up the rough side of the mountain.
Oh, Michelle Obama was talking about that this morning. When she was really good.
It's a rough side of the mountain. Didn't come up the smooth side. Didn't get a silver spoon. Had to claw my way up.
Hey, grab your phone, man.
Why you would never get alcohol and drugs and stuff like everybody else?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because God gave me
a
pure, clean vessel. Why should I mess it up, fool around with what you want to do?
I ain't doing it good.
No, but I think that's why he's still here, because he didn't abuse his body.
I didn't do none of that.
With alcohol and smoking and...
Look, when I was a little guy, I was about his size or smaller. I was one of some crazy people. And when they were little,
talk trash.
And we would go play basketball and stuff, we do, they get to want to smoke or drink. They give me the bottle. They suck the bottle. And to get it to me, I put my tongue in the bottle so it wouldn't nothing get in my mouth. Then I had to. I did all that, boy. And what because the God probably wasn't doing it. It's just God put it in my spirit not to do it. Don't do that. I want to be a square. I want to be a coward. I want to be whatever. But I ain't going to do that.
You had a confrontation with some guys in school. Now, you didn't want to be no coward. Because you and your buddy got together and that was waiting for this.
Oh, yeah. Back to back.
Talk about it.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
Well, I go to high school, right?
See, that's what
I
I'm
go
saying.
junior high school.
He ain't no coward.
We got junior high school. And the guys in the upper grade want to make you carry their books. Oh, man, you going to carry my book. Man, I ain't carrying your book. My oldest brother said, man, why you so...
That Raymond.
Raymond, why you so contained? Just take the boys' books. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
I said, that's bullshit. I ain't carrying nobody's books. I go home and I tell my mother, they try to make me carry the books. She said they were trying to do that when I was in school. I said, what happened? She said, we used to carry their books. I said, that's bullshit. I'm not carrying nobody's books. So they would attack me in the hall. I mean, like football players, when they run and hit you and stuff, they'd be wearing my butt out. And one day they hit me, and I fell back and I hit my head on the concrete floor. And that hurt like the devil. And the guy that did that was named Sidney Farmer.
See, you remember his
and
names.
He had polio. He had polio, right? He was moving around with a short leg.
He had polio?
Had polio, mean as a snake.
Whoa.
But
I didn't heard that part. What?
And look, I didn't want to hurt him, because how you going to be beating up on a guy that's already injured? You know what I'm saying? So you can't get no reputation for that. So I ignored that. Didn't ignore it. I was pissed off. And then the guy was going to go make me and Jimmy Richardson carry the books. I said, Jimmy, I ain't caring about the books. Jimmy said, I ain't caring about the books either. And so he said, what we going to do? He said, we're going to have to show these guys we don't care no books. So what we going to do, Jimmy? He said, well, we just going to have to stand up for our rights. I said, okay. So when we go out at recess time, and we go out behind the school, I done took a broomstick and carved it out, a little head on it, and that's my walking stick, right? Well, I really got one wasn't gonna break, because I was gonna whoop me some folks. And Jimmy, he had a pocket knife. I didn't know he had a pocket knife, but Jimmy called this switchblade, right? And his back is to my back, and they coming at him. And by the time we started showing out, the coach comes out. What's going on? What? Come on. So he hauled all of us in the office. And then they sort out what the story is. And so the principal said, well, all we can do is, all of the upperclassmen have to wash all the windows in the school. And that was their punishment.
For trying to make you guys carry the books.
Making us carry the books.
So did they abolish that rule? Making.
I don't know about that, but I never cared about the books.
Okay. Okay.
You know, sometimes you have to put your foot down and know what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it don't. But I get a feeling on the inside when it's right. And I stick with that. And they said, you know, some people say I'm bullheaded or something, but I focus on it, and it's like a laser. I stay right there. So, anyway, you guys had enough of that? But I'm just telling you these life events, not so you can go off and be anything other than yourself. The one thing I take away from life is that I was me all the way. I didn't let you talk me into it. I ain't let no girl talk me into it. I was me. If I did it, it's because I wanted to do it. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna do it. I don't care what you did around me. 500 folks could do something. It ain't me. I ain't doing it.
But if he wanted to do it, he'd do it. Like go fishing.
Oh yeah. Yep. Life is like that, folks. Everybody got a story to tell.
You guys might want to leave for this one, but so I remember you telling me we went fishing one time, and I ended up getting tied to the center console.
Yes.
You got tied up?
Talk to him.
Well,
What you do?
you know, I had this friend named Clarence Dew. And Clarence Dew sold that Boston Whaler. Was a center thing. And he told me he had a little son. I don't remember his son's name. Clarence's son. You know, Clarence had
I
the
remember, I
motorhome.
know I can't think of his name now either.
And what he said,
You got tired to the center?
Just listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
two things happened.
Something must have
He
happened.
got some rough water,
Oh, I know what
and he
happened.
put his son on a harness like you put on a dog, and clipped him to the center console, because he know the boat wasn't going to sink.
That's right. That's what it was.
The same thing happened with a policeman. He's way out in Lake Michigan. That's why I ended up buying a Boston Whaler. And he got into a real bad storm. And things got tough. And he clipped himself to the center console. If water come over in there, they can't flush out if you hooked up something. That boat don't turn over, you're in good shape.
And the boat's not supposed
And if
to
it do turn over, you can get, if it's long enough, you can get from under that.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that's why I said, look, Wayne, I want Wayne to, I want her to come home and fight my wife
You would have had to.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it. Man, please. Tell you when Wayne's first time on his boat. Wayne was probably a year and a half old. My mother and I and Wayne probably went out 20 or 30 miles out into Lake Michigan.
Wow.
Your mother was carrying you. And I called her from the boat. I was just fascinated with these electronics. But my mother hung in there. My mother one of these people, you climb a tree, the old lady gonna be climbing the tree. She didn't back up off of nothing.
Nope.
A lot of fun. My mother's a lot of fun.
Hey, what about the time you and your brother got into it in the car? You was driving the car. Remember you talking about you were driving and then his friends wanted to go somewhere.
Man, I was in high school.
It was a good one.
I'm cruising along, right?
Remember all these
This is
And
good.
then I'm the only one,
He take
I'm the
little
only
tidbits
one
of
in
it,
the
right?
bunch. We got a whole posse. I'm the only one in the bunch that got a job and a car.
Right. And they gonna make, man, please.
And they the young guys, they want me to go take them to see their girl or go to this party over here. I was about 16, 17, about 16. They want me to take them over there. I said, man, I ain't going over there. I'm going to see Carol. Carol was my main squeeze at that time. I don't go pick up Carol. So they said, that old so-and-so, they call a bunch of names. And then I was cool with them calling her name until they start calling me names. And when they called me names, I stopped the car. I said, hold up. First of all, I'm not gonna be
All of that. I'm sure you said.
no
all
more
that.
of those.
Whatever they
I'm not
said.
gonna be no more of those. Ain't gonna be too many more of
I ain't
those.
gonna be no more of those. You all got that right? Well, get to going. They said, what you gonna do about it? And then they start in on me again. I pull over, shut the motor off, put the keys in my pocket, get out the car, go to the back door, pull the guy out that's sitting at the door, and start frailing him. I started whooping his behind.
The rest of them didn't get out to help him?
Man, Negroes weren't gonna do nothing. But anyway, I'm frailing him, right? You know the most he did, and I wasn't killing him or nothing, but I was bearing him. You know, he knew every time I hit him. And then I pushed him back, and they all get out of the car. They all circling around me. I'm ready for all of them. I'm ready to be like, you know, Norris or somebody.
He didn't tell you about how he used to body lift and do all
Yeah,
this
man,
weights?
I'm ready for everybody. I ain't,
he
man,
used
I'm
to
mad. I'm hot. I am
training and
ready
stuff?
for motion.
Mm.
And then my brother Kermit under me. Oh, come on, guys. You know how he is. He ain't S. And they walk away. I get in my car and go see my girlfriend. And so, you know, my thing is, I guess, everybody have their own pathway. If there's one thing I've learned about life is that you can't change people. You find somebody's on the path you're on, you can hook up with them. But don't hook up with somebody and think you can change them. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta find someone that's compatible with the way you think. Cause you ain't gonna massage somebody else's brain. Everybody got their own little room that they operate in. You can't go in somebody else's room and change the furniture. Ain't gonna happen. You all gotta be congruent. And even in that situation, you gotta let them live in that room. And you gotta live in your room. You might be compatible, but you ain't gonna agree with everything they say and everything they do. And they're not gonna agree with everything you say and everything you do. It might be a high percentage of things you all get along with, but there are some things that just don't work because men think different than women.
Mm-hmm.
A woman will go wipe it off. The man said, well, I'll get around to it. Not because he's nasty. It's just kind of the way guys look at it. Why should I keep wiping it every time if I'm going to come back and put some more stuff on?
Are you falling asleep, Wayne?
No. I'm the one, I wipe up a lot of stuff.
The irony. The irony.
And it's not easy to stick with one person But it's worse when you trade them in and out. Or you got yourself a real confusing problem. Because it takes a long time for you to learn a person. I'm still learning about your mother. You know what I'm learning? Keep my mouth shut.
More often.
Because they ain't going to change nothing. And beating the airwaves with your tongue, it's a waste of time. Accept them the way they are
Think of a word.
and be happy.
A.
Be happy.
C.
Be satisfied with your lot. Whether it's a job or a spouse or whatever. You worry yourself to death. You get evil. You get uncomfortable. You get sad. You manufactured that. You manufactured that because you think you're in control of the world. You think you know. And everybody's background is different. Now you look, I tell you all about these stories about my background. Your mother's background, different route in life, a different experience, totally different. But somehow we got what I call spiritual connections. You know what I'm saying? Her values, her family values is just like my mom's values. You know what I'm saying? You know, my mother and your mother used to go out shopping. And you couldn't tell the daughter from the mother. They were like two peas in a pod. They sat there all day. They couldn't know about no lunch or breakfast or nothing like that. They just love to be looking at stuff.
Some food. You just didn't know all the details. We always got something to eat.
No, my point is that you all were compatible as compatible spirits go. Some parents don't like the daughter-in-law.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like that at all. Because they know I'm good enough for their sons.
Your mother would say, man, please, you weren't good enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way she saw it. I don't know if she's right or not, but that's the way she saw it. And I was happy with that. By the way, a guy who, I'm going to say this to Cadence. When you meet a guy who loves his mother, takes care of his mother, that's possibly a guy for you.
Possibly.
A guy have to take care, you have to demonstrate his love for his mom. If he don't demonstrate his love for his mom, you gonna have some problems.
Now, what if he demonstrate too much love for his mom?
Same thing for you guys. You meet a girl, the girl have to have several values. One of them has to be that she's spiritually connected, that she's a Christian. And I'll tell you that without any hesitation. Your mother will pray in a minute. Your mother and I used to hold hands and pray for you two guys before you were born, before you were conceived. We wanted God to give us his children. We just want any kid. We didn't just want anybody. We wanted somebody that we could really relate to spiritually. And so from the time you were born to this day, your mother and I will do everything we can for you. Anything. Best of anything. Best schools, best anything. Just, that's what we wanted, that's what we got. And you know, and throughout my life, things have happened that God shows up. But he really showed up when you guys came on board. When you guys came on board is when I got into the food business. And guess when I got out of the food business? After you guys left home. When you're in high school and ready for college, you done. But throughout when you coming along, man, what you talking about? I couldn't even count my blessings. And you know why the God did that? Because he was taking care of his kids. That's the way I saw it. I wouldn't saw that I'm rich and famous. I never been to a riverboat. I went to casino one time
Las
out in
Vegas.
Las Vegas, and somebody else paid for it. By the way, I had to pay a nickel to go. I never been on a cruise. I have no desire for that stuff, but my desire is to take care of my family. My desire is to provide the best I can for my family. Even if you think it's overkill, it's just fine with me. If God gave me the resource to do it, I'm going to do it. And you guys have rewarded us by not being buttholes. There are people who give their kids good life, and the kids just screw it up. Do all kind of crazy things. But there are people who capitalize on the opportunity to come up in a good family. And you guys have done that for us. And so your mother and I was talking this morning, how grateful we are with our grandkids and our kids. And you guys getting along, man, warm as every spot in my heart. The cousins getting along, enjoying themselves. Man, that's wonderful. Because if that didn't happen, wouldn't be nothing I could do about it.
And you guys are all good kids.
Amen.
Very good kids.
Good kid. Not good kid, good young people.
Good hearts. Good.
And Kate's
Got
to
good
me.
heart.
Good
She
to me.
does.